19 years ago this day, 19 years ago, September 11, 2001, the worst attack on U.S. soil in United States history. Hey, everybody, I'm back, Ronald Haynie. Yeah. I'm really not going to try to make this too long and drawn out because, um, this is a day of mourning globally. Again, 19 years ago. Wow, where does the time go? Wow, just to know that there's a few millennials who don't even understand, who have never ever been in the World Trade Center. I remember when the World Trade Center was built, it was opened for business in 1973. And my earliest memories of seeing the Twin Towers in my hometown was in 1975. I think King Kong, the remake with Jessica Lange, the ape climbed up the World Trade Center. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm Ronald Haynie. This is Ronald Haynie Speaks. Welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying my return to YouTube land. I intend to continue to bang these out for you, and I won't only be in this setting. I'll be out and about. I'll be doing other things and other videos. I'll even be reading to you out of my novel. I'll make sure you, if you want to purchase a novel, you can go to Amazon, or there'll be a link in the description box for you right here. And if you want a personalized autograph copy from me, you just cash app me $25 for shipping and handling, as well as the price of the book. And make sure you leave your mailing information, and I will make sure that you have a copy autographed just for you of Duppy. You reap what you sow. But back to the subject at hand. You know, being in mourning for a day like this. You think about the people that you lost. I At that time, I lost two people in particular. One young lady was the wife of my good friend from high school. He's now also passed away. He gained about a good 150 to 200 pounds waiting for her to come home from work, and Marcia never returned from work. She left for work that morning and was never ever seen again, and she worked at the World Trade Center. Not only that, but by chance, I was in the Port Authority bus terminal, and they have some nice little collages now. Post the attacks. The different collages and different memorials and stuff like that. And I remember looking at some faces, from some of the very first responders of from the security teams, when the planes first hit. And I looked at a familiar face, and it came and happened to be a friend of mine who I knew from neighborhood, you know, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Born in Brooklyn. You know, mother's raised in Brooklyn from Harlem. Dad is from Harlem, like that. And I lived in Manhattan the longest in my life, but I'm born in Brooklyn. And Bronx is my home. Strictly New York. You could see those buildings burning from all over New York. As a matter of fact, I had got off work that morning, and it was a pastel blue sky, you know, one of those skies. If you see some clouds, people, you will have those nice chunky ones look like, nice little art, it's what the creator do. Anyway, got back to Harlem on time that morning because I used to work nights. I worked in the emergency room in Brooklyn. And when I got on the block, I was making some flyers for a stage play that I still have. It's loosely based on my novel I couldn't publish at that time. I had a stack of literary agents, no letters from them. But anyway, at 8:45 that morning, 19 years ago, I was making flyers in a copy center on Lenox Avenue in Harlem, 128th Street, and the first plane hit. I think it was 8:46. They say we were all listening to Hot 97. Shout out to Hot 97. It's keep New York pumping. I'm saying, the home of hip hop. You already know. And so we thought we all made jokes in the copy scene, like, oh, the pilot must be drunk. Oh, they had made a joke about a pilot running the plane in some buildings like a week before or something like that. And they had fired those DJs. So we thought that they had rehired them and they was making a joke again. It was really weird. And then, so we just, we listening to music and people just doing their thing. Some people are going to work outside of the copy center. You see that going on or whatever. And so then the next plane hits and we're like, wait a minute, that's another plane hitting? That sounds like some kind of I we all went out. So not all, but some of us, some people, you could see outside of the copy center people pointing and things like that, and pointing to downtown. And so when I went outside, it was true because that pastel blue sky was over Harlem only and other parts of Manhattan, all the way downtown B, but the blackness was coming up towards the park, Central Park, because all the way downtown, um, you could the sky, that pastel blue sky that I was described to you was turning, it was a black sky, and I tell you, all my brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land, I never ever want to see a black sky ever again for the rest of my life. I'll always think about who I lost. Marcia, was my friend Andre's wife, and he passed away also now. And Winnie was somebody that I knew from childhood, and he happened to be a first responder who probably he didn't live past 31 years old, and he would have been 51 this year, something like that. So look at us now, 19 years later, amongst a global pandemic. Yeah, but no need for that now. No need for social distancing while I'm doing this video, because it's only me giving it to you. I hope you're enjoying it. Just me kicking it with you, Ronald Haynie Speaks. I'm going to be doing that. And again, I'm glad to be back with you. I miss doing this with you. And, I'm going to keep doing it with you. So you can like this video. You can share this video. You can subscribe to the channel. And I'll have a link in the description box for you to purchase my novel and to go directly to purchasing. And remember to check the Amazon reviews too. And then also, if you want an autograph copy from me, you got to cash at me 25 at Ronnbyllze, dollar sign in Ronnbyllze, Ronnbyllze. But I'm going to put that in the description box. And as you go about your day today being September 11th, 2020, just be grateful and cognizant for life, because many people, you already know the deal. Some people were glad that they were late for work. Some people were on time and never made it home. Some people, again, the worst attack on U.S. soil in United States history. I didn't fly for 9 years. I'm flying now, but I didn't fly for 9 years. I did the bus everywhere after that. Flying now, I'm good. It's all good. Um, that's all I have for you for right now. This here morning, the September 11th attacks. It's always a somber day in New York City post September 11th, 2001. The whole entire area smelled like raw meat, charred raw meat, cigarette butts, ashes, raw meat. I remember seeing the mangled up metal, the twisted mangled metal, because I went back downtown September 14th. I got stuck in Manhattan. I couldn't go back to work in Brooklyn. And when I did go back to work, my coworkers insisted that I was dead because I was the only one who lived in Manhattan and who worked in that, in the emergency room at that time, where I was down in Brooklyn. So, um, And I remember being stuck. I remember being stuck in Manhattan the first train ride back to work. We didn't know if the tunnels were going to shake apart. Um, and so many bodies in that rubble. You know, a year and a half, the aroma. If you've ever smelled chemotherapy in your life, hopefully not, but it smelled like chemotherapy. Raw meat, cigarette butts and ashes, smoke for a year and a half. People were just rotting away down there. Of course, now fast forward until today, 19 years later, we're in a global pandemic. just, I almost want to say it's just as bad, but I'm grateful for life. I hope you are as well. You seen this video again, like, subscribe, share, you know. And hopefully you like to read books because I got a hot novel. I'll do some reads for you in the future. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out of here because I need to get me a little bit of rest. And I thank all of you for tuning in. If you're tuning in, leave me a comment. I'm going to answer you. Other than that, this has been Ronald Haynie, author, actor, activist, and orator. Author, though. Okay? And stay tuned for more videos, whether it be live stream or pre recorded. Nice talking with you. Peace.